You know, the number one question that's probably asked me is, how do you use a trailing scent properly? Well, there's a couple factors that you want to bear in mind. Number one, where's the wind coming from? Where's the wind going? Two, where are the deer in reference to your stand? And three, and probably the most important, you've got to get the scent to where the deer are going to be. In other words, you've got to get the scent on the ground to where deer are going to be crossing, or where they're going to be frequenting an area, or where they're going to be going, so they can track you. You know, the farthest documented trail that I know of was my friend down in Delaware, and he documented at 300 yards that this buck trailed him in on. Okay, he watched it all the way from his stand. He wouldn't have been able to watch that if he didn't have it to where the deer was going to cross that field at, and he trailed it all the way in. So just by using common sense and wanting the scent to work, I'm sure you're going to find that that scent dragging is going to work for you great. Here we have a picture of a classic way you want to use your drag scent. The dotted line is where the hunter is going to be walking in. Your stand, your wind direction, and where you don't want the deer. Now I want to talk about right here, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Anytime you're going to hear us talking about scent usage, you're going to hear us talking about 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Right? 12 o'clock is where the wind is coming from. 6 o'clock is where it's going. You do not ever, ever, ever want deer to be in this zone right here. Theoretically, between 5, 6, and 7 o'clock on the clock. Me, personally, I like to come in anywhere from here, right on around to here. So theoretically, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to 12 o'clock, all the way back around to here, anywhere in this area here, you can come in on with your deer drag. For this example, we're going to use this here on the 3 o'clock. The hunter, when you're coming in, you're dragging your scent along here on the 3 o'clock. You're going to get about 15, 20 yards. Whatever you feel comfortable shooting. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 25, I don't know. That's going to be up to you. But when we get to this point here, whatever your distance is that you feel comfortable shooting, we're going to start what we call a J hook up. And as we're J hooking up, when we get up here around the 2 o'clock position, we're going to hang a scent, maybe our old timer, maybe we're going to spray a little bit of TC Plus on that. It's your call. We're going to continue right on around again to the 10 o'clock position. Do the same thing. You're going to hang your scent, old timer, TC Plus. Then you're going to continue right on down here to the 9 o'clock, and you're going to come right in. Now, this is very important, this J hook. I can't tell you how many times I've had guys come in, tell me they walked right here, and instead of making a J hook, they went straight to the tree stand. What happens at this point is that deers follow. Next thing you know, he's right to your stand. If you came in down here, which a lot of hunters, they'd like to come in on the downwind side. If you're trailing it in here and the deer's coming in behind you, you can see that you're already in a bad situation because, whoop, no shot behind the tree. So, whenever you're dragging, the first thing, even if you come down here, you're going to J hook up and around. You can hang, and come right back in. That way it always gives you a possibility of all this area for your shot. Another key important is don't make this too thick. In other words, where you're walking, especially here and here, if it's too thick for a shot that you didn't see from your tree, you can't get a shot. Another example of a lot of goof ups that a guy calls me. They say, I hung it, but I couldn't get the shot. So just these simple little example can help you kill more deer with a drag scent.